Yeah, I was really happy with the beginning of the start of the season. I was a bit more concerned about obviously the last couple of games, but I think to your point, and we spoke about this previously on another episode, is I'm glad they've gotten out of the way quite early. I think there is still a huge amount of talent in this squad. I have full faith in Slot as well. We've got so many other players that have got to prove themselves as well. As somebody is a huge fan of Chiesa, he's got time to still shine as well. We've got players like Rio who can still come into the squad and do something to impact what could happen moving forwards. Ekatike started off really well and still has the ability to do well. Isak hasn't even got his shooting boots on just yet either. Salah is a big question mark. I think I mentioned this, like I said, on Sky Sports, that there is obviously AFCON coming up as well. So we do need to think about how we play with them. I'd be quite excited to see Frimpong on the right. I think actually having a standard right winger who can actually just cross the ball in is something a lot of clubs don't do anymore, right? We all have these inside forwards. We've been used to Salah and Mane always cutting in on their left foot or their right foot. Perhaps we mix it up a bit, and I think Slot is a tactician. We've seen him do it before. I like to highlight what we did against Manchester City when we played without a striker, and that did really well for us. So I'm not too concerned. Everyone is talking about crisis moments, things like that. This happens to clubs all the time. I think Klopp's last three defeats in a row was his longest defeats. Obviously, this is now the case for us. So to have United when we get back is going to be an absolutely massive game, which it always is. I think the fact that it's at Anfield is definitely going to help us. The crowd will be up for it. I think the fact that we will have a team that's probably had a few weeks to think about what's happened here. A lot of the players probably need to step up and think about what they've been doing wrong and incorrectly. To that point, I have full faith again in Slot and what he's got to offer. To that point, I think that there will be some players that probably need to think about what they're going to be doing moving forward as well. I'd like to see maybe perhaps a Joe Gomez maybe even being introduced, letting Conor Bradley have some more time perhaps. There are incredible amounts of talents in this squad. We are still Premier League champions. We're only 1 point off Arsenal. And to that point, I think the Champions League fixtures are still pretty good in our favour. We've got Frankfurt next from what I understand. We've got Crystal Palace in the Cup, which is always going to be a fun game. But to that point, I'm still full of faith. I follow this squad through the thick and thin. We were speaking about earlier. I never forget the Channel 4 days. So yeah, I'm still feeling in good spirits.